Hey guys, so I have another book haul to share with you, and I promise this will most likely be the last for a while, at least until next year anyhows. But yeah, I did pick up quite a few good ones. I picked up some YA contemporary, I picked up some thriller, historical romance, and some like fantasy slash sci-fi stuff. So, to get started, I'll start with the historical fiction one. This is The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton, and this is a sort of murder mystery set in New Zealand, which I think might have something to do with the occult. I'm not entirely sure, but I've heard loads of good things about this book, and I've been picking it up here and there and putting it back down again. And then I was trawling through charity shops looking for specific books that, you know, when you're in charity shops and you see these books everywhere, and then when you want to go buy them, they're never there. That was what happened. And I saw this for £2 and I was like, can't say no to that, especially when it is pretty much a brand new copy. It doesn't even look, although it's been read, maybe thumbed through, but £2. Can't say no to that. The books I was looking for in the charity shops were the rest of the Diana Gabaldon Outlander series. I still need to locate Dragonfly and Amber. I couldn't find these anywhere in Aberdeen apart from Waterstones, and they didn't have Dragonfly and Amber, so I might have to order that on Amazon if they don't get it in. But I picked up the three that follow Dragonfly and Amber. So I have Voyager, The Fiery Cross, and Drums of Autumn, and these are all beasts of books. I read Outlander, devoured it in like a week and a half. I'm reading Dragonfly in Amber on my Kindle. It's not as enjoyable on the Kindle. I like it more. There are some books that read better. Rephrase that sentence. There are some novels and stories that read better in physical book form. You know, it's a better experience all around. So I got these because I know I'm gonna get to them and pick them up while they were there. So, as for some contemporary things, I picked up The Spectacular Now by Tim Tharp. I got this from Waterston? No, W. Smith, because they had 3 for 2 on all their young adult fiction. I think they still do. It's across their entire children's fiction, but I mostly go to the young adult section. But The Spectacular Now is basically about this guy who, he's like the life of the party. He's a total like stereotypical kind of jockish character, and he's living up the party life, and he has no plans for his future. And then there's this other girl, Amy, who is a bit of a, like a wallflower, a bit socially awkward, and he basically wants to show her the time of her life. And from the sounds of this, ooh, it's okay, nothing broke. I need to get a new mirror. I set a mirror behind my camera so that I can see what I'm doing. I need to get a new one because the stand for it is broken and it falls over and it gives me miniature heart attacks for no reason. But I'll read the synopsis because the synopsis tells things better than I ever could. Sutter's the guy you want at your party. He'll get everyone dancing. He'll get everyone in the parents' pool. He has no plans for university and will probably end up folding men's shirts for a living, but right now his life is pretty fabuloso. Fabuloso? Fabuloso. Until he meets Amy. Amy's clueless. Amy is a social disaster. Amy needs help. It's up to Sutter to show her a splendiferous, yes, these words are actually here, fabuloso and splendiferous, to show her a splendiferous time and then let her go. But Amy's not like the other girls, and before long he's in way over his head. For the first time in his life, he has the power to make a difference in someone else's life or ruin it forever. And this could be him, I'm not sure if this is him genuinely being nice, or if he's one of these guys that picks up like charity case girls and then drops them like a lead weight. I will have to find out. I'm excited for that one. Next we have Solitaire by Alice Osman. And it says, "This is not a love story." And again, I will read the back of this to you because that's all I know about it. I haven't heard anybody talk about this. I don't ever remember not being serious. As far as I'm concerned, I came out of the womb spouting cynicism and wishing for rain. My name is Tori Spring. I like to sleep and I like to blog. Last year I had friends. Things were very different, I guess. But now that's all over. Now there's Solitaire and Michael Holden. I don't know what Solitaire are trying to do, and I don't care about Michael Holden. I really don't. And it just, I don't know, it just kind of drew me in. It's sort of like an anti-contemporary romance, if that makes sense. Maybe she hates this guy so much she'll fall in love with him, I don't know. We will find out. Also, I think, yeah, Amazon, you can pick up a sample of the first few chapters of this for free. Like, you can go on and download a sample for the Kindle, but they have like chapters 1 to 7 for free. So you can go check that out if you are interested in it and not too sure. That's what I did. I liked the first chapter, so I bought it. And oh no, I've got one more YA one. This is Black Eyes by Becca Fitzpatrick. This book has seen a little bit of controversy via the Booksplosion book club. The Booksplosion is sort of like a book club. I'm sure everyone in the book community knows about it. They work with publishers and they're basically sponsored to read a book and advertise it and show it off on their videos to encourage people to show an interest in it, and I got suckered into it, obviously. I managed to get a hard copy for $7.99 though. That was pretty cool. I've never read Becca Fitzpatrick's work before. She did the Hush Hush series, not something I was really all that interested in. I might pick up from the library at some point. But, yeah, this is a thriller about these couple of girls who go up to the cabin in a mountain, and on the way up there there's this massive ice storm and they basically abandon their car and go in search of shelter, where they find this other cabin and there's these two men there that take them in, and then this man takes them hostage. A very good premise. I've read a good 100 pages or so. Yeah. Either pick up a secondhand copy or get this from the library. I would not recommend purchasing it. Just don't. Unless, like, get your hands on a copy and read it first, and if you like it that much that you want to purchase it, then fine, but I wouldn't recommend buying it blind. The characters are a bit predictable, they're a bit annoying. Like the main character, she is quite annoying, but I will persevere and finish the book, and if you want a review on it, then I shall do one. But not liking it so far. Lastly, I have some fantasy / science fiction-y books. I say / science fiction-y because I'm not too sure where this one comes under. This is The First 15 Lives of Harry August by Claire North. I haven't really heard anybody talk about this one, I don't think. It's part of the Radio 2 book club. And it's about this guy called Harry August who relives his life over and over again, and then after when he's about to die, like for the 11th time or something, this little girl seeks him out and he discovers that people have been looking for him. and that he has a role to play in saving the world. At least that's what I can gather from the first couple of chapters I've read. I have this habit when I buy books, I have to read the first couple of chapters straight away. I don't know. I need to get a feel for the book. But yeah, I hadn't heard anybody really talk about this. This was recommended to me whilst I was in Waterstones by my favourite bookseller. I really need to learn his name. He's this kind of like friendly, like rockerish looking guy who is really knowledgeable about dystopia and fantasy and science fiction-y books. That seems to be his thing. So if I can find out his name, I will let you guys know, and if you're ever now reading in Waterstones, he's your go-to guy. But I'm super excited for this one. Next we have The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. This is the Stormlight Archive book 1, part 1, and part 2 is the same size again. And book, did I say book 2? I mean part 2 to book 1 is the same size again, and book 2 has just recently come out, and I'm slowly building a Brandon Sanderson collection, so I figured why not have The Way of Kings. It's one of his, after Mistborn series, I think this is people's most favourite series of his, so I'm looking forward to reading this also. And lastly, which is the one I'm currently devouring, this is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. The second book, The Mime Order, comes out in January, I believe. And this was recommended by Reagan from Peruse Project. I will link her in the info box. As she is my book goddess. She's never steered me wrong in a book. Her and Misty from Misty the Book Rat, those two girls, they have awesome taste in books. Yeah. Words cannot portray, convey, can't even string a sentence to describe how much I appreciate their opinions. But The Bone Season is an urban fantasy in a sort of, it's an urban fantasy set in London, but it's a different London. It's this world where there are people who are unnatural or clairvoyant, I can't get my tongue around that, clairvoyant. Basically they can like read auras, tell the future, read cards, they're like, you know, spiritual and stuff. And they blame these clairvoyants for everything bad, so they, like, government at the time like to like round them up and stuff. And this book follows a clairvoyant and what happens in her alternate universe London. It is, I'm not describing it very well, but it is really good. It is really good. I'll read the back because it's easier. Even a dreamer can start a revolution. 19-year-old Paige Mahoney works in the criminal underworld of Sion, London. Her job? To scout information by breaking into people's minds. For Paige is a dreamwalker, a clairvoyant, and in the world of Sion, she commits treason simply by breathing. Yeah. The synopsis doesn't really give much away, but I would recommend giving it a bash. And yeah. So those were all my physical books. I did also get books on the Kindle, and I got a few from NetGalley for review. I always feel a bit weird about doing a Kindle, kind of an ebook haul, because I don't have that video editing software where I can just put the picture here or anything. I have to like cut away and edit it in, and I'm just really lazy. Sorry. But what I will do is in the blog for this video I will list under the video all the ebooks I picked up, and I will mark with an asterisk which ones I got from NetGalley. A couple that I did get from NetGalley that I'm super excited about was The Silence of Six and The Calling Endgame. So super excited. So excited. I also got a few like smooshy romances and the like. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, a link to the blog will be in the info box. I will also link my Goodreads in case you want to follow me there, and there will also be a link to Reagan, the Pruise Project, and Misty the Book Rat because they're just awesome and they deserve more views. Anyways, thank you for watching and I'll see you later. Bye bye.